right. Okay, mic is on. You should be hearing music in the background. Let me know if anything is going weird and I will go ahead and fix it. Thank you, Clausy. I appreciate your being here and telling me that. Excellent. Okay. Cheers, y'all. I haven't had a drink in 2 weeks. I don't get to have a drink until the 29th. But I'm trying to keep my life relatively stress-free. So, hopefully, hello, Undamaged Pizza. Cheers. I must have been thinking about you today. Thank you, Clausy. We're going to need all of it. I appreciate that. All right, folks. Let me wash my hands because I've been dusting stuff off of my slippers. Hold on. Let me check something with my microphone because I want to make sure that I am not going to get muted later. Okay. Yeah. All right. Turning the noise gate on. Sound is going to change slightly, but I am trying to make sure. I believe you, Clausy. People here are still trying to. And, Elon's excuse, oh, I'm just autistic, little quirk. All of my artistic. No, no, no. Yes, good. Okay, it is doing what it's supposed to. Excellent. As long as you can still hear what I'm saying, that's fine. I don't think you guys are really. But I will turn it up a little. My speech. Okay. See, that helped. Good. Okay. If that's the case, but you can still hear me, and as long as you can still hear me clearly, then it's fine. If I'm getting cut off a little bit, but here's what I will. I'll adjust the filter a little. Okay, how about now, Claudia? Better? Still doing it? Okay. Like, as of right now, it should be better. Oh, I believe you. But again, if somebody watches the VOD, I want to make sure that they will be able to hear me and the member, which will mute the entire VOD if they have to keep copyrighted music. So there's no point in even having a VOD if nobody can hear anything. Right, that's my problem. So, okay, what I'll do. This here for now. Okay, so hopefully this'll be okay. Okay. Right. So you see what I'm saying. Okay. Let's make some friggin' pizza, yo. Okay, I have my big old bowl here. Tomorrow, you will be able to see me on PGG's stream. Okay. Hold on, Claude. Let me try something. All right. Is that better? Or maybe I should adjust it again. Like the microphone is right up against my neck right now. That might be too close. It's perfect? All right. Cool. I just had it here 5 seconds ago. Okay. So, what the recipe calls for is a pound of ground chicken. I do not have ground chicken. I have chicken in a pouch. So we are using this instead. And I think what I'm going to do, these are the cheap paper towels because we can't afford the good ones right now. I am going to try and dry this stuff out. Like, this crust can take up to 40 minutes to cook or to become a crust. And part of that is because all of this water has to cook out. So what I'm going to do is try to dry this off before, I know, right? All the tech issues. Before I combine it with the other ingredients. And this recipe also calls for mozzarella cheese, which I don't have because I forgot to buy it. So I am using, what do you call it? I'm using Asiago cheese instead. So something very akin to Parmesan. But it didn't seem to mess stuff up last time. So hopefully it won't mess stuff up this time. All right. I'm just double checking to make sure I did not miss anything. I think that's it. That is all of the chicken in a pouch. They did try to keep them all together. Whew, all right. Oh no. I do hope you get your flu vaccine very, very soon. It sucks to be sick. I totally understand. I got mine same time as the COVID vaccine, but I'm going to consider myself very fortunate in that regard, because I know not everybody was able to do that. Oh, that does sound painful. Swollen tonsils are no joke. Okay. So, we're going to dry this off one more time. Then we're going to dump it in this bowl. And we are going to add more stuff. Okay. Oh, good gracious. Kitchen view! Raiders, 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 Raiders. Hey folks, I'm Jane. This is my kitchen. I make soul food from around the world. Today, we're doing Italian soul, keto Italian soul, which is blasphemy to most of the Italians that I know. But the point is, I'm making a pizza. And this pizza is going to have a chicken crust, thin crust pizza. So, welcome in Kitchen View. How you doing? Soul food pizza, man. Ask any Italian, ask any Italian American. They will tell you that pizza is one of the soul foods of Italy. Especially because it's regional. Good to have you here. What did you make today, Kitchen View? I'm just drying off my chicken. Yeah. Where am I? I am in the US, in California. Bay Area, to be specific. Yeah, I'm sorry, Claw. My doctor told me the same thing. Had a runny nose. I tested. Nothing weird. They were just like, deal. Like, thanks. All right, so we got some Asiago cheese here. You aren't burned out? No, I'm 8 hours away from the fires. But I can't really say anything because Northern California has had its share. And my hometown, Oakland, had a very nasty firestorm back in the late 80s. Like 89, okay, late 80s, early 90s. Still remember that. Not pretty. So, yeah, I get you. I totally get you. So yeah, the entire state is not on fire yet. Let's hope it doesn't go there. Yeah, I feel bad for colleagues and friends who are kind of stuck in that situation. Fortunately, most of the people that I know are safe, so I'm very grateful for that. And we are getting, oh my goodness, thank you for that follow, Hamhock. Appreciate it. They are pretty scary. Some of the images are just, yeah. I see, Hamhock. And actually, that was not mine. I wish it was mine. Okay, it's not mine. It is the woman who played. I keep wanting to say the Scarlet Witch. That's not the Black Widow. If I would be okay with hers, I would really be okay with. I don't have that, so yeah. That would be nice. I mean, I'm just gonna own it. I'm gonna own that and just be honest about it. There is nothing wrong with honesty. You're stealing a snack. Okay. So now I need Italian seasoning. And I have way too many spices, y'all. I have this drawer, and I have my cabinets, and occasionally things get mixed up, so I can't remember which drawer has what. But the seasoning has got to be in here somewhere. Okay. Looks like it is not in here. Yeah, pretty much. And the drawer that won't close, yeah. Seriously, y'all? Seriously. Yeah, that too. Okay. So, do I have it here? Apparently not. All right, last place. It was right in front of me. But you know what? I can say that no one can ever say that my food is unseasoned. Okay, so we've got some Italian seasoning, and we're gonna add a tiny bit of salt. How is everyone doing on this fine Saturday night? I know, right? Right? It's right in front of you. Seriously. Okay, so we've got that. And now, actually, it says to use your hands. I don't want to be bothered, y'all. I'm just not going to lie to you right now. Okay, so we are going to mix this up. Yes, yes it is. When I can, I buy in bulk. Kitchen view, I love it. That's hilarious. Your coworker's just like, hold on. Let me show you where I am. Okay, what you should be seeing is that. Wait, right there. So there you go. Okay, this might be a tinier pizza than I would prefer, but that's okay. We'll consider it a snack. All right, now let's get out our pan. And we need parchment paper. Actually, no. I am actually going to put this on aluminum foil because I am going to have to cover this in a very specific way. There's no reason to be quiet while you're cooking, right? Unless, you know, you live in a house of 6 people and everybody's trying to sleep because they do the night shift. I digress. We found the stuff, folks. Thank you, Quasi. All right, so we've got our little mix here. We are going to dump it onto our little pan. And I'm gonna actually move this back here. We are going to attempt to pat this out into something remotely resembling a crust. Sort of, in a very general sense. Yep, they go by pretty quick, Ham Hock. So my goal here is to make the center thin and the edges thick. Because that way it's less likely to burn. Of course, the other half of the goal is also to avoid poking holes in here. Hey, Annie. Any other time, I would have wanted chunks of chicken. Any other time. Thank you, Classy. All right. So, Ham Hock, I will note that being a mod is a lot like being in a polyamorous relationship. There's room for everyone. You just have to be cognizant of how you spend your time. Okay. I wish I had had another container of chicken. I mean, conceivably I could have used something like, you know, tuna or whatever, but tuna crust? Bleh. Yeah, I noticed that, Claw. Okay. I'm still trying to patch some holes here. I'm like snatching from the crust on the other side to try and get this hole covered. Okay. So this looks like, y'all, this is going to be the world's tiniest pizza, and I feel bad. I really honestly thought I had more chicken than this. But that's okay. We'll make it work. It was nice meeting you too, Ham Hock. Get some rest. Come back anytime, okay? I'll see you around. I'd add more cheese, but then it'll be more cheese than meat, which is not what I want. It's okay, Ham Hock. I saw it. You're fine. We have to be very, yeah, it's an Automod thing. We have to be very careful about certain words around here because there be trolls. Here there be trolls. Good night, my dear. Sleep well. I might just give JD this whole pizza and find something else to eat because this is kind of ridiculous. Do I seriously not have anything else I can add? Ew, what is this? I don't know what this is, but I'm throwing it out. I also don't know what this is, so I'm throwing that out. I just made more space for myself, so that's good, I guess. I have soup cans. That's cool. I really don't want to add soup to this crust. Is there anything else I can make to go with the world's tiniest pizza? Do I have any other meat that I could add? Okay, let me see if I have any frozen chicken that I could just dice up instead to add to this. Okay, I got meat. I have a whole chicken. I got pork chops, turkey meat, onions, drumsticks. Okay, I think I know what to do next. We are going to defrost some drumsticks, and we are going to add it to this. You're trying, Clausy. You're trying. That's saying something. Okay, now got this. We're going to put it on a plate. We're going to defrost this. All right. We have some drumsticks. And now we defrost. I'm going to say this is probably about 1.5 pounds of meat. Actually, it probably tells me on the front. Let's hope it does. Varied servings. Fine. We're going to go with 1.5 pounds. Call it a day. Glazzy, I see you're having some issues over there. Okay, so we're going to take all of this and we're going to put it right back in the bowl. There we go. All right, and we're good here. Yes, the AI is broken. It's okay, Claude. You tried. You made a valiant attempt. So here's something amusing. I ended up posting a link to my video, my latest video, on Threads. And then all of a sudden I got 59 views. So we'll see if those views actually translate into anything. In particular, I want to see if anybody's following my lives. So I'm going to sit down for a second, since we've got about 9 minutes and 42 seconds to go. So how is everybody else doing? Tell me how you are. Fill me in. Ooh. But at least you're studying your notes. You're making it happen. That's the important part. Nice job. Whew, all right. 7 minutes. And actually, I better figure out how, well, what I'm going to do next with this chicken. And what's probably going to happen, I'm going to need this cutting board again. I'm going to have to cut off the chicken and then grind it all up. But I'm going to be using a food processor, so it's cool. keep this going. Let me get out my little food processor. I can do this in batches. There we go. Five attempts at it's okay. It's okay. We'll have to Google it or something and figure out what's going on with that. In the meantime, let me get out my favorite knife. Wash that off. Okay, it's still going. It's bullying you. Poor Clausy. So I will be flying out for my second of 2 interviews in a couple weeks. I'm kind of excited about it. I will give the HR lady credit. She has already warned me that this is a highly competitive position. And because of that, there is another position that will be opening up that is social media oriented. And she said that she thinks I have potential for that. So I really, 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 really appreciate her saying that. So she promised me that as soon as that position went live, she would send me a link to it so I could send my stuff. So either way, I've at least apparently got a shot at one of the 2. So yeah, we hope. Thank you, Clausy. I appreciate that. Practice is going swimmingly for Fan of the Kitchen, which you guys are going to see with PGG. It's me, Hedgie Cleric, Ulu Micah. Ideally, hopefully, the network will be able to participate, but we're not sure. But at least there's 4 of us, counting Michelle. So that's cool. And I'm still Christine. You have a cozy bear now? Nice. That sounds cute. Oh, I'm working on another sewing project, by the way. This one is supposed to be a pair of tights. It's not working the way I think it should. However, oh, the bear is in the hoodie? Cute. That sounds so snuggly. To be fair, I've only finished half of the tights, and I'm trying to judge it based on that, and that's probably not fair. So, I I'm gonna finish the tights and then try them on and see if they fit properly. That's fine, Clausy. I am doing this with the help of a Facebook group and a pattern that I bought off of a private site. So yeah, I feel bad that I need so much help, but you know, if you don't ask questions, you don't learn. And if you're new at something, of course you're not going to be very good at it. Ooh, okay, that's good.
She starts by adding.
Okay. Aww. To your credit, you're at least understanding what you did wrong. I will give you props for that. All right. We have some chicken, raw chicken. And I'm going to grab this and put it over here. We're going to put this bowl over here because I am not going to mix cooked chicken with raw chicken. That's literally a recipe for disaster. All right. And after I cut the large chunks of chicken off of this, I'm going to microwave all of this plus the bones. There's still some meat on there. And just kind of give it the not pink treatment. Oh no. Aw. See, hand-eye coordination issues should be a legit reason to not have to take a certain class. But it sounds like your hand-eye coordination has improved considerably since you've gotten older. So that's good. Wow. Teacher throwing pencils? That's not good. Okay. If this isn't enough meat, I don't know what to tell myself. Wow, if one kid gets detention, the whole class gets detention. I could kind of see it. Because ideally, you're using peer pressure in reverse. Doesn't always work, though. Everybody ends up mad at the teacher. I'm so glad I don't have to teach anymore. Okay. And then one more leg. Yeah, it sounds wild. Yay. Here we go. The meat is meeting, y'all. Here we go. One more. I think that might do it for this leg. Yay. Okay, so now I got a bunch of bones and I've got some meat. Yum! What kind of noodle soup? Is it wonton soup with noodles, or is it like chicken noodle soup, or I'm curious. Okay, so we are gonna microwave this. I'm gonna say 4 minutes, 30 seconds. I need comfort food that I didn't cook. I get you. I get you completely. Okay, so I think what I'll do, I'm gonna take all of this meat. Got a bone in here. And I'm gonna pulverize it raw, then cook it, mostly. Americanized Chinese noodle soup. Gotcha. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I am a sucker for a good wonton soup without the noodles, because you know, there's something about a good wonton soup on a rainy day. You take a sip of that broth and you feel it going all the way down into your tummy. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah, man. Pho or udon, it's a thing. It's absolutely a thing. All right, we're gonna take this. We're gonna pulverize it. Whoop. Hold on. Okay, I want to make sure I have ground meat here and not sausage. And y'all, I'm still marked up. I agree with you. I agree with you. Something akin to noodles in some way, shape, or form. So these are sensors Thorina, you might have missed it when I explained it before, but I am part of a medical trial. These are the things that I do to pay my bills. What they wanted to test, these are all meters from the company Dexcom. Dexcom's meters measure blood sugar. What they want to know is if the Dexcom meters can also measure lactate, which is a byproduct of lactic acid, which is what happens when your body exercises. So you know the burn trademark, that's lactic acid coursing through your muscles. So they are having diabetics. Too much lactic acid can lead to liver disease. So they wanted diabetics who are using the Dexcom monitor without liver disease or with liver disease, because diabetics are also prone to that. And folks with liver disease, whether or not they're diabetic, to test this out. And I'm part of the study. They are giving me pretty good money once this is over, though. So, yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Deep massages will release that lactic acid, and yeah. I'm hoping that that bodes well for you, that your muscles are able to repair properly because that lactic acid has been released. Oh no, that's terrible. You get me. Okay, so you understand. You absolutely understand. That is heartening. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, these bones are looking good, y'all. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. It's okay if they're still kind of raw. Interesting. Almost 2 years, huh? Okay. When Thorina comes back, I'm gonna give y'all a tip on how to bypass the commercials. Can't tell everyone this, but all good, babe. Whew. Okay, we're gonna let that cool. Let me go ahead and wash my hands. I'm going to rinse off this plate. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add the Italian seasoning now. Wow. Yep. Hashtag lab rat. Hashtag she blinded me with science. So when this gets pretty much to gray, doesn't have to be completely cooked, but it does have to be 90% of the way there. then I am going to dump it in my bowl over there. Wow. Okay, fair, Thorina, fair. And it's not like they would have told you. Yeah. Trying to make sure I don't include any tendons or anything. Yep. On that down low. It's okay. That word I allow. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get any trolls in here calling me a Nazi. That's just not how. They're going to call me everything else under the sun. But they are not going to call me a Nazi. Okay. I'm still going through, picking up my tendons. I'm glad JD isn't in here because he'd be wondering what I'm pulling out of the meat. Right? Exactly. The blood draws, man. At one point, they wanted me to bike. I was on a stationary bike. They wanted me to pedal at a certain speed for a certain amount of time. And they were doing blood draws roughly every 2 to 3 minutes. That was the goal. I'm glad I was able to hit the targets, but still, trying to hold your arm level for a blood draw and hold your other arm out so that they can take your blood pressure while you're on a bike. It's wild. Right? Well, and then one of the times I got to just go in and just chill for 8 hours. Now I had to stay there for 8 hours, but like I said, all I had to do was just sit there. Okay, now, so that was nice. Right? They've gotten better at that. I will say that. They've gotten a lot better about that. And I was handed like a book explaining exactly what this was for and who was conducting it and, you know, what happens, what's the worst you can expect from this study and blah, 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 blah. So they've gotten better. Okay, so this is mostly cooked. That's what I wanted. Oh my goodness! It's PGG! Raiders! 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 I'm not gonna bother with the intro because everybody in this chat knows who I am. Hi. How did dinner turn out? Fill me in. I want to know. Tell me everything. By the way, y'all, if you don't know, I will be streaming with PGG tomorrow. I will be on their stream. You will not be singing me. Mysterium, get me more raids. I'll be like, I'll be Beyonce by the time this is over. Oh, Joy, you poor thing. You must have been tired. So yeah, y'all, you get to see me tomorrow on their stream. This is going to be so much fun. We are going to be making, what are we making? We're making bao. Some of you will remember the movie. That was the last time I made bao. And we will be making xiaolong bao. So, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that sucks, Joy. Nice. Okay. Hey, chow mein and spring rolls. That is nothing to sneeze at. That's a darn good dinner over here. I had to cook some extra chicken. Bebop Cowboy, thank you for that follow. I had to cook some extra chicken because I thought I had enough and I was wrong. Soup dumps. Oh my goodness. Hello, Pete. Hi, Pete. Welcome in. Good to see you. OMG, it's Pete. It's Pete. OMG. Hi, Pete. I have to give you your customary welcome. Welcome in, everybody. So tonight we are making chicken crust pizza, as in pizza with a crust made from chicken. So very diabetic friendly. And like I said, I had to cook some more chicken because the chicken in a pouch that I had was not nearly enough. I was going to have the world's tiniest little, pizza, and we can't have that. There are 2 people in this house, and both of us like to eat, so no. All right, I'm just pulling off the meat from these bones. All right, last piece of meat. And it's okay if it's not fully cooked because it will be by the time I'm done. All right, that is it. No, see, Mysterium, my problem is that I'm a little obsessed with food. So because I'm obsessed with food, I look up recipes. And that's how I get these ideas. So don't give me too much credit. I do. Again, obsessed with food. I'm very Ariana Grande about that. I see it. I want it. I cook it. I eat it. Okay. So here is our mostly cooked chicken with our cooked chicken. All right, blending all that together. And we are going to take it and put it in this bowl. But let me move all these bones out the way first. Now you know something about Ariana Grande. Yes, Max Miller. I love Max Miller. He's amazing. I got excited because he had a cheese gnocchi recipe that I wanted to try, but then I discovered that his cheese gnocchi recipe is not diabetic friendly. There's still a lot of flour in it. So I'm just like, thanks, Max. And he did a collab with one of my culinary idols, Michael Twitty. It was a great interview and conversation about the history of African and African American food in the US, and just a really, really good conversation. So that made me so happy. I'm like, okay, Fan for life. His eyes do look like he's got his spice happening. It's true, though. It's true. Okay. So now we are mixing in our new chicken with our old chicken. The chicken I originally used was in a pouch. And, kind of like you find tuna in a pouch. This was chicken in a pouch. And there wasn't a lot, so I had to make more. So now I think I have enough for my pizza. Okay, Nightbot is now cooperating. Are you kidding me? What? Nightbot was having issues earlier. But I guess it wants to behave now that we have guests. Okay, so that's, you are indeed magic like that. Okay, I don't think I necessarily need to add any more cheese to this. So we are gonna move on. Okay, here's my pan. And Joy, I'm not gonna lie, I've always been a sucker for brightly colored eyes. I had a friend who had dark, well, his eyes were green. You too? Okay, so you get me. And when he was excited about something or feeling very passionate about something, his eyes would change color. And they would go from, a standard green to this dark green, the color of leaves in a forest during a rainy night. That's the best way I could describe that color. Yeah. Dish request, Pete, what would you like? And if you would, message me. Or no, there's a dish request section in my Discord. So make sure you put it there so I don't forget. Hazel eyes are so fascinating to me. For years, all the way up through, I want to say my first or second year of college, I thought hazel eyes were simply a light brown. And it wasn't until much, 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 much later that I discovered that no, it is not. Thank you, Pete. Okay, empanadas, we can make that happen. That sounds delish. And you're actually giving me some ideas because I think I know how I can make that diabetic friendly. Okay, this is turning out a lot better than the last version. This is supposed to be a thin crust. The last one was thin, but tiny. This is going to be thin, but not tiny. So that's good. Okay, so now the tricky part is going to be making sure that the edges don't burn. There you go. New life in Nightbot. There we go. That's what we strive for, right? Okay. Okay, so I think I got myself pretty thin crust here. And a decent looking little outer crust. If the outer crust is a little thicker, that's fine, because that means it's not gonna immediately burn on me. Okay. Uh-oh. Whew, all right. So that's taken care of. Now we are going to shove this in the oven. What it says is it's supposed to take 20 minutes. We are going to set this timer for 30 minutes. Whoops. And see what happens. I'm probably going to check on it in 15 minutes because I want to see what's going on with this crust in particular. But for now, it goes in and it goes in. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're okay now. Nightbot just blasted everything out at once. That's wild. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I think I can safely put the seasonings away. And what we'll do next is we will prepare some toppings for our pizza. I'm sure that's just disgustingly adorable. Mysterium, I would love to see your cat twirling. Oh yeah, been there. But you know what? You can take comfort in the knowledge that you are no longer hungry. Yes, the good taco shops. Yes, blessed and belly full. Exactly. And really, chow mein is just one of those dishes where if you aren't hungry or if you're full, you're going to be full. Like, there's no reason to be hungry after eating chow mein. Hey, PGG, let me know if I can bring JD with me as well tomorrow. That's right. I have some additional quotes that I might put up later, especially in time for Black History Month. I learned quite a bit over the past Sunday because I hosted or emceed an event for a local church that was for Martin Luther King's birthday. So, yeah, it was great. And they paid me. I'm not trying to make it seem like, I only do stuff for the money anymore, but being able to keep a roof over our heads is a big thing. 88 has egg tofu for $1.68. I am totally checking that out. Yeah, $1.68 a tube. Super cheap. I am into that. Okay, I think it's everything for now. I try. I mean, if I'm going to quote an icon, it's in my best interest to quote an icon. Okay. So that takes care of that. All right, so this pizza crust needs to bake a little. Like I said, we are going to focus now on fillings. Forgot I still had a little bit more cleaning to do. All right. There we go. So we're gonna do some red onion. I forgot to get bell pepper, but that's okay. You can live without it this one time. Almost. I'm glad you're here, Pyro. Okay, so this little bit of white onion. Good. Okay, let me get my handy dandy knife and knock down the other one. Hold, please. We're just gonna put that right there for now. Okay, so that takes care of the shallot. And a little bit of red. White. I swear I know basic colors, y'all. I do. Honest. Red onion and white onion. Yep. We are doing both today. Okay, now what else? So this bag of pork, ground pork, I ground it myself, is for PGG and for our little sojourn into dumplings tomorrow, or bao buns tomorrow. However, I am going to use a little bit of it now. Oh well. I'll hold off for the next minute and 5 seconds because I don't know who can see the closed captioning and who can't. Let's see. Kind of don't want to do this in a gigantic bowl. All right, small bowl it is. Here we go. Okay. A little bit of seasoning. A little bit of salt. Hi, Pete. You got commercials when you typed in uwu. Okay, I'm laughing. All right, so we are turning this meat into teeny weeny little sausage balls, just right to put on a pizza. Interesting. Okay. See, Pyro, my thing is, I thought for most situations, the streamer's window went into like a little corner or whatever, so you could still see them, just not the whole thing. So I was hoping that maybe people would be able to see the closed captioning while they're waiting for commercials to end, but so now I'm making teeny tiny little meatballs. And if I have to make more, it's fine, because there's still more pork. Interesting. Did not know that, Pyro. Okay. Learned something today. right. This should do it. Another good thing. Did not know that either. Iro, you were just in here dropping knowledge. Thank you. Hi, Yax. It's been a while. How you been? Good. Good to hear. Thank you. I try most of the time, to keep it kind of chill. Most of the time. There are some times where I need a little energy boost, but that's usually earlier in the day. So, sometimes you just got to take a break. All right. And our last little meatball. Done. Whew, now I'm sneezing. Goodness. All right. Now we're just waiting for our little meatballs to brown. They're already cooked, so I don't have to worry too much about that part. Okay, what else do I need to deal with? Onions, check. Meatballs, check. Spinach. We have a whole bag of spinach back here. And spinach won't take very long because I just need a few good leaves. That's it. Because you can't really put a ton of spinach on a pizza. And what I like to do is put my spinach on whole and then just let the heat wilt it down. See, the meatballs are cooking pretty quickly anyway, so that's good. Okay, yay. 2 more to flip. Maybe 3. And we're flipped. All right. Spinach Alfredo's. No, actually. This is simply raw spinach. And it is a topping. Not doing anything fancy to it. Just putting it on top and letting it cook. But that's a good question. Thank you, Mysterium's cat. Okay. So that's good enough. The meatballs are meatballing. Okay, onion, spinach, meatballs, cheese, garlic. I need garlic. That'll be easy. All right. It's smelling very pizza-ish in here, y'all. Now, I could just break out that processor again, but I don't want to wash it again. So I'm just going to use my knife. I've got 7 minutes. I should be able to do this in 7 minutes, easy. Right? You're right there with me. Too late to break out. I know, right? Like, I did my time. I did my machine bit. That's how all this, chicken got grated or whatever. Don't feel like being bothered again. So over it. Okay. Oops. Did not spot the clove that was stuck to the knife.
Yo, this is Scratchin' Jackson. Get on up out the kitchen. You're watching some cooking with the one and only
Hello, Michelle. The guy who did that drop for me is now, he disappeared from Twitch for a while. Now he's back. He is occasionally, you can occasionally catch him DJing, but he saves most of his stuff for YouTube. So JD and I will occasionally hop over there and watch him. It's kind of nice having something we can do together. All right, garlic is ready. And I don't need a ton because a little bit can go a very, very, very long way. Of course, I apparently forgot a whole clove. How do I do that? How do I even... Yeah, Pyro, he's a cool dude. I like being in his chat. And it's really cute because when I came in, I'm like, you're back! He did the whole, Jane, echo, echo, echo. So that was cool. He remembered me. Okay, so now the garlic is ready. All right, right, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Like I said, I'm going to check on the crust in particular because I do not want that to burn. Hold on, I'll put his name in the chat now that I've got a moment. Yeah, I haven't given him a shout out in a while. There we go. Frosty Tools figured it out. So that's him, Scratchin' Jackson. If you catch him, you're gonna have a great time. Okay, let's peek. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. That's good. I don't think 3 minutes is going to make a whole lot of a difference. So I'm going to turn the timer off and we're going to check on it now. What needs to happen is that this needs to be dry enough to flip over and cook the other side. Your cat's name is Action Jackson. I love it. This might take a little longer than I'd prefer, but it is what it is. Ow. Okay, yeah, still too much moisture in there. That's okay though. Trying to remember. Stream may be extended. Yeah, about that. Okay. So this will allow some air to sort of get underneath the crust. And I'm going to give it that extra 10 minutes. Actually, all right, we're going to try something. There. Let's see if 10 minutes makes a difference. Oh, I forgot one more topping, y'all. Olives. Ooh, these come pre-cut. I don't have to do anything. JD and I both love Kalamata olives. He in particular has loved them ever since I introduced him to them in a pissaladière, which is a French version of a pizza. So yeah, we have been known. And also here's a fun fact, y'all. When you take certain blood pressure medications, they can affect your sodium. You may find yourself craving salty things. I am Tucson Tamale Company. I am a Warriors fan. Um, so JD started taking a new medication. He has high blood pressure. And all of a sudden, he would ask me to bring home things like anchovies, pepperoncini, Kalamata olives, and he would eat the whole thing, like eat the entire can. Come to find out, it was because of the medication he was taking. On the one hand, we knew it was working. On the other hand, you probably shouldn't be eating an entire can of Kalamata olives at once. Just saying. All right, so he's okay now, though. All right, so I can put this back. I think I have enough olives. Okay, so now I think I got everything. All right, got my onions, got my spinach, garlic, olives, and meatballs. Oh, y'all, I almost forgot the most important thing. Pizza sauce. Mozzarella. We are not doing mozzarella this time. We are doing Asiago cheese. So that will be our topping for our pizza, or our cheese for our pizza. I'll put it that way. Ooh, sitting down is good. Y'all, I did way too much standing earlier today, and my back and my shoulders were killing me. Mimi Kama-sama did some yoga for the beginning of stream today, and I did the yoga, and it helped. It did help. And then I sat down. I shouldn't have sat down. That was a mistake. So yeah, there's that. All right, y'all, we got some time to kill. Here's what I'm going to suggest. Does anybody want to play a game of sorts? It's sort of one of those personal trivia games. It is not very thick, not at all. No, it is merely, okay, it has been used as a filler in the crust, and it will be used as a topping on this pizza. That's the difference. So yeah, that's all it's being used for. So anybody want to answer some deep thought kind of questions? See what we can get with the deep thoughts. Yes, ideally the crust is going to be thin crust. That's what I'm shooting for. But it may be thicker than I would prefer. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't want to spread it too thin and then end up with holes in the crust. So that's what I was trying to avoid. But before I get too comfy here, let me go ahead and grab my questions. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if I can actually open this box. I bought this thing like ages ago. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. I think the camera just got confused, y'all. Hold on. There we go. All right. That one's boring. Okay, so I'm going to guess that I have a lot of... Actually, no, I'm not going to ask that question either because it's boring. Yes, isn't that fascinating? I think that's really interesting. Okay, some of these are a little personal. A little personal. Okay. Let me ask this. Okay, if you... A little bit of both, Pyro. Personal and personal. If you grew up with siblings, what was one special memory about your siblings? Do I have any special memory? I remember my sister getting mad at me every time I read books from her little bookcase because I was a lazy kid and never put them back. I also remember me trying to help her wash her hair. That didn't go well either. But I also remember that same sister taking me to go see Santa one year, so that was cool. Ooh, here's a good one. No, this was... Okay, I'm about to tell on myself. This was Santa at Macy's. We had to take the bus to get to the mall. I still remember that. Right? When Macy's was the place to be. Seriously. Here's another one. Do you remember any fads that were in when you were younger? Any fads, any pop culture icon things? Yeah, it'll be the Walmart Day Parade, right? I remember creased shirts. The shirts were made out of polyester. And they were purposely creased in certain areas. Nobody else seems to remember this. But I remember that. That was like a thing. Maybe I was the only one who wore it. I don't know. I remember seeing them in Sears. Yep, Gen X, that's right. All right, where are we now? I think I'm gonna need some parchment paper. Hold on, y'all. Mm-hmm. Ooh. All right, baggy jeans. Yes, I remember the baggy jeans. Bright colors, I remember that too. Asymmetrical hairstyles and shirts, that I remember. I don't know if I ever got Junkos. I don't think my parents ever got me those. But for a while when I was younger, my mom was like obsessed with me being fashionable. I don't think she really cares anymore. I just tore the crust in half. Next time, I'm using parchment paper. Okay, let's see, how am I gonna do this? This is not turning out the way I planned. The last time I did this, it went a lot smoother. Okay. Good enough. It's a pizza crust. It's not being, submitted to Gordon Ramsay. LA Gears. And the light up versions. Oh man. That's a flashback. I still remember the commercials. Yeah, next time I am absolutely using parchment paper. I am not using foil anymore, ever. This might end up having to be a deconstructed pizza. On the bright side though, I can still tell there's a lot of moisture in here. So I have a shot at being able to fix it. Okay. Yeah, this is a mess, y'all. Slap bracelets. I never had slap bracelets. I had the jelly bracelets. I never got the slap bracelets. see if I can fold this back out. Okay. This goes back at that. All right. I've got like some crusty bits and some not so crusty bits. So this crust is going to have a hole in it. It's fine. Okay, lesson learned. No more foil, ever. And in fact, let me see if I can cheat here a little bit. BKs! British Knights! Back when Cool Mo D was still the spokesperson for British Knights. Damn, this is hoping that the cheese is gonna act like glue and keep these pieces together. Okay, now we got that. We're gonna slip this back under my poor decimated pizza. Ah, come here. Don't you slide off of there. Okay. I'm trying, y'all. I really am. LED slap bracelets would be so cool. Y'all, I'm gonna use up most of the cheese on the crust at this point. It'll be very, very cheesy pizza. That's true. We will see what happens. And again, worst case scenario, we have a deconstructed pizza. I'm looking at it that way. All right. Let's see how things go for the next 10 minutes. Thank you for your rooting for me. I appreciate that, Pyro. Okay, y'all, I will be right back. I need to take a quick break. Potty break. Right, exactly. And if it does, it's a floppy pizza. Exactly. If it doesn't work, I can fold it like a calzone. I can make a pizza bowl. We have options. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, and a question before I leave. What was your least favorite subject in school and why? Be right back. Okay. So, Tucson, you said typing class. Why did you hate typing class? I actually kind of liked mine. So I'm curious. I need some more soda. Oh, super boring and tedious. Okay, fair. That is fair. I could see that. Okay. Whew, sitting down again. Yes. All right, let's find another one. Okay, here's a fun one. You didn't like the cutting up the frog. Understandable. Okay, what were your favorite hobbies or activities as a child versus your favorite hobbies or activities as an adult? Let's see. For me, I was part of a drama troupe for a short period of time. I liked reading a lot when I was a kid. Now, it's a lot more difficult for me to find a book that I enjoy. And I love fantasy, still do. But again, it's hard for me to find fantasy books that I actually enjoy. So, I might literally have to do a study stream where I sit on my couch and read. That's it. Just read. Audiobooks on YouTube. Okay. Fantasy. Okay, let's see. Treasure Island was a good book. I'll say that. Okay, I'll put it this way. The book series that really changed my perspective on a lot of things was The Incarnations of Immortality by Piers Anthony. So that should tell you something. Gen Xers and older millennials will probably remember Choose Your Own Adventure books. Those were fun. What else did I enjoy reading? Books like that, mostly. So, fantasy and sci-fi fantasy. Science fiction, science, sometimes. Right. They have video games like that now? Really? The Goosebumps books, I remember those. Not my favorites, but I do remember them. I remember the Animorphs. I remember that too. Where do I find a choose your own adventure video game? I would play that. I was going to say, if they did not make that a video game genre, even now, for the nostalgia, they're missing out. Like, big time. Babysitter's Club, I remember the series, like the TV series. I remember seeing the books, but I didn't read them. Ha! One of the other questions is, what kind of books did you like to read? Y'all are already answering that one. Okay, let's check on our little crust right now. Oh, okay. It's looking cheesy. The cheese has melted. That's good. That means it's less likely to fall apart. But now, it needs to get a little toastier. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. This is what we've got. Whoa. I almost dumped the whole crust in the back of the oven. Oh, wow, Pyro, I didn't even think of it that way. You're right. Detroit Become Human is absolutely one of those games. Didn't even think of that. Good point. All right, we're going to give this another 20 minutes and see what happens. Because my goal is to have it as dried out as possible without it falling apart. Because we're going to be, it's a crust. It's okay if it's completely dried out and there's no flavor. So, and then we'll put our sauce and all of our toppings on, and it'll be fabulous. Let's see, what else we got? Okay. What smell or sound immediately takes you back to childhood? I'm going to say the smell of a specific type of sausage, some of which I still have in my freezer. And I'm trying not to burn out on it because I will be very sad if I do. McDonald's French fries? Ooh. Berenstain Bears. I love the Berenstain Bears. I remember the TV series of that too. I think my husband played Detroit Become Human. And I think I know what you're talking about. I never did play it, but yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. So yeah, for me, it's that specific sausage. What else? The sound of a certain type of vacuum cleaner. My mom had one of those canister types, like old school vacuum cleaners. And one of the sounds that I remember waking up to on a Saturday is her vacuuming. But when I heard the vacuum cleaner, I knew it was Saturday. So I got to go back to sleep. I didn't have to wake up really for anything, so. Your mom cooking hamburger helper. Ooh. I don't remember if we ever ate hamburger helper at my house. Gosh. That sounds wonderful. I think I would also say the smell of fried catfish. Because sometimes my mom would fry that for breakfast. That sounds yummy, though. Ah, the smell of of course, the smell of crayons. That's mandatory. Okay, how about, let's see. What pets have you had, and do you have a favorite story about your pet? I had birds growing up. So it was very loud in my house. Parakeets, to be precise. Very loud parakeets. Oh, because it's focusing. Is there a way for me to turn that off? Yes. Okay, it's off now. One of my mods told me that it made her motion sick. So, hi, Birian. Welcome in. We're just chilling. I'm asking some thought-provoking questions. We're waiting for my crust to live long and eat pizza right there. So we're making some pizza tonight with a chicken crust. I messed up because I used aluminum foil instead of parchment paper. I should know better by now, but that's okay. We fixed the problem. Now it's on parchment paper, and we're trying to make sure it doesn't fall apart. Indeed, yes. Very sticky. Very, very sticky. How are you doing? Yeah, I had to do it while it was still hot, but I didn't lose much. No, I didn't even think to grease it. I really did not. Learned my lesson, though. I learned my lesson. So now I did manage to get it off the paper. The crust broke into pieces, but put it back together on the parchment, added some cheese to glue it back together. So we'll see how that goes. So now we're baking more of the liquid out. Glue! We need glue! Anybody who grew up in the Bay Area remembers those commercials. I kind of miss those. We're gonna need lots of glue. Okay, let's see. Here's a fun one. Hello, Atalanoa. Cheese is definitely food glue. I'm right there with you. Okay, so have you ever met any famous people? Egg also, but $8 a dozen. They can get, yeah, that. So let's see. I have met Todd Bridges once. I remember I passed by that's my hug button. Let me see. What did I miss? Putting glue on your arms and peeling it. There's that too. Let's see. I saw Stan Lee at a distance. I didn't really meet him, but I saw him walk by. That was cool. I was in the same elevator as Martin Yan, but I didn't know who he was until the other guy in the elevator commented, "You've met Obama? That's cool. That's totally cool." Any other famous people that I've met? I have met Tamara Pierce, who's a famous novelist. I didn't know who she was. Oh, and I met Peter S. Beagle, the guy who wrote The Last Unicorn. That was awesome, and I tried really hard not to. Oh, and I'm almost ashamed of this now. I met oh, did I forget his? That's embarrassing, y'all. Oh, you've met Adam Sandler's sister. Oh, and you've met Leslie Rule. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, the commercial break is going to help me remember the name of the author that I wrote, that I read, that I met. Wow. What is his name? I was trying really hard not to Google it. I'm going to have to Google it. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Okay, wow. I'll tell y'all in a minute. Cannot believe I forgot his name. I'm just waiting for the ad break to end. Okay, so the author that I met was George R.R. Martin, author of Game of Thrones. Really kind of embarrassed about that now. Met actress Gertrude Clement and producer Randy Clement. Nice, Atalanoa. Wow. Yeah, so here's the deal. I was at you've been de-added. What happened? I was at a convention and I knew George R.R. Martin was there. I have a costume where I dress up as Missandei from Game of Thrones. Put on the costume. Went wandering around the floor looking for George R.R. Martin. Did not find him. Found his doppelganger, a guy who looks identical to him. And that was funny. So I got to hang out with that guy. Next day, I changed into my other costume, which was Shuri from Black Panther. That's when I found George R.R. Martin. There is a picture of me with him in my Shuri costume. And I'm like, this is the wrong series. This isn't even the right genre. But okay. I was the future, apparently. Yes, that's what that was. It would have been nice to take a picture with him in the Missandei costume. However, those of you who have seen Missandei, not even seen Game of Thrones, but if you Google images of Missandei, that costume doesn't really leave much to the imagination. And I think his wife was with him. So maybe it's better that I didn't. I know, right, Pyro? But that's okay. They just need the same privileges, motivation that we had. Shiku. So yeah, that was amusing. At least as Shuri, I was covered at least from, armpits to feet. But yeah, I still have that picture somewhere. I'm trying to remember, did I meet any other famous authors? No. At least, I'll put it this way, none that I recognized, which is part of the reason why I kind of regret not reading more nowadays, because I know that there are a lot of good authors out there. I just haven't had a chance to read their stuff. So. Okay, what else we got? I'm trying to ask questions that anybody can answer. Because some of these are parent specific, and I know not everybody in chat has kids, so. Okay, what would be your dream vacation? You could have a vacation anywhere. What would be your dream vacation? Atalanoa, the question that I saw, you could absolutely answer it. I know you could totally answer it. But again, not everybody has that experience, so. Let's see. What the heck did I just ask y'all? Oh, dream vacation. Okay, for me, dream vacation. Maybe I would want to go back to Paris. And actually go to the Moulin Rouge, which I did not get a chance to go to the first time. Maybe I would want to go to a Caribbean island and spend my vacation on the shore. Maybe, okay, I'm going to be bougie, all right? I'm going to be bougie. I'm just going to own it. A hotel that's right near the beach. If I thought I could hang in like a hut or something like that, like one of those beachside huts, I'd do it. But they are not necessarily known for their comfort. So, yeah, I guess that would be my perfect vacation. I got a pizza for my hut. Ooh, ooh. That right there. Okay, we got 2 minutes to go. Almost there. Hi, honey.
Are you making even pretzels?
Not right now. Why?
That's what the title is on.
Well, crap. Okay.
No,
Nobody,
y'all was gonna tell her, really?
nobody told me.
Okay.
Nobody told
Let's see
me.
how
Okay,
it is.
check it now. I didn't realize I never hit done when I changed the stream title. All right. Okay, so this time when I pull the pizza out, I'm gonna flip it again, but it's gonna be to get the moisture off of the other side of the pizza, if there is any. And this should be the last round of me trying to dry this crust out. So nobody has any dream vacation they would love to go on? I'm a little surprised. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and ask the parent question. Okay. Have you ever felt, Hawaii, Scotland, Ireland, and Italy? That sounds amazing. I can now say I've been to at least 2 of the 3. Did you ever feel as though you had to treat your kids differently? If so, why? So that's the parent question. By the way, if you did feel that you had to treat your kids differently, There is no shame in that because kids are not a monolith. You got to know your kid. So there's that. All right, alarm's about to go off. Let me grab my gloves and get ready. Okay. Okay, yes, my oldest is an alpha female, and so am I. And I had to be more restrictive to prevent her from walking all over everyone. Again, you gotta know your kid. Your second is very easygoing, super wild. Okay, good, good. Y'all, hold on, this camera though. Okay, we are getting there. I think we may have reached crust dryness. All right. I didn't have to count past one and her behavior would be good again. Ah, love that, kids. Those are the special kids. We like them. There we go. Oh, that was so much easier than last time. Dude. Okay, I think we got something. We have a crust. All right. Now I realize something else, y'all. The crust is upside down. It's fine. Your third child was rambunctious and I had to watch him like a hawk. The little daredevil got stitches at 15 months, 26 months, and 40. Wow. Wow. Good job, Mom. That's not easy. Climb a tree and jump from the highest point, kid. All right. Okay, y'all, we are ready to top. Okay, here we go. It's pizza time. Cutting this is going to be most interesting. All right. So, first things first, got our pizza sauce. So we do have a hole right in the center, but that's okay. Probably won't matter by the time this is over. So your fourth child is basically Pixie the kitten from Pixie and Brutus. Wants to make friends with everything and everybody, and has to have someone going, stop that. She's 6. Of course she wants to make friends with everything and everybody. Because 6. I love that. And it's hard because you don't want a child who is afraid of everything and everybody, but you don't want her getting taken advantage of either. So okay, let's see. First thing I think I should do is take care of these meatballs. Let's put the meatballs on first. Student of the month, the first month in kindergarten. Oh, she just got star of the week. That's great. That's a great kid. Her teachers love her. I can tell. Actually, no, I'm not going to put the onions on next. Okay, got our spinach on here. It's okay if it covers up the meat because the lettuce, I keep calling it lettuce. The spinach is going to shrink. You have to push it and be more social? Wow. Oh. Okay, 4-year-olds, I get it. That totally makes sense. Ooh, mom and son Olympic. Oh. I was like, hey, that sounds like a fun little. Wait. Razor, hello. Okay, as much as I want to put more onions on here, I'm not going to do that. Okay, got our olives. Let's get our olives on here. I swear this pizza got smaller. Oh, you used to work at a daycare. I bet you have stories. I used to be an after-school counselor, and I think it's one of the reasons why to this day I still don't want kids. The kids I supervised were wonderful children, but they had a home life. I mean, I could tell when the parents were just, ooh, it was bad. But they tried. not to make it obvious in front of the kids. They tried. Aww, that's wonderful, Talanoa. What's the saying? The years are long, but the days are short. Or no, the days are long, but the years are short. Okay. So this is almost all of the cheese that I have. So now here is our pizza. We are going to make sure this does not slide onto the floor. And we're going to put this back in the oven. Ow. Preferably without touching the heating element. That's wonderful. That makes me feel so good. There's nothing like happy kids, I admit. And to me, one of the most beautiful sounds in the world is a happy child, like a happy, giggling kid. If the kid is happy, all is right with the world. Y'all, I left out 2 little meatballs. Shoot. Well, too late now. I have leftover onion, but I'm sure that's going to get used for something. And Atalanoa, to me, that shows me that you are a good parent because you figured that out and you didn't try to parent them all the same. Okay, we're gonna do 5 minutes. And then we're gonna check and then do some more time if necessary. All right. So Pyro looks like it's working so far. I don't know what's going to happen when I try to cut it, but there you go. True, Tucson. And there's also the proverb about how parents should treat their children and vice versa. People love to skip over the parents treating their children part. All right. We're getting there, people. This is looking pretty good. I could have sworn I had an actual pizza cutter. Maybe I don't. That's okay. We have knives. We have plenty of knives. I don't have any kids, but I got pepper sprays. I am the world's best auntie. The world's best auntie. I will play with my nieces and nephews all day and then send them home. I'm really glad about that. Being a parent is not for the weak. I have been trying to keep up with the mess on my floors ever since that inspection. I haven't been as good at it as I should be, but that's okay. It's certainly cleaner than it was. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine spending time with your siblings' children, that's a big deal. Whew. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet you have a really full house. Your kids plus your siblings' kids. Okay. Let me find something else. Okay. What is the best gift you have ever received? That's a hard question for me because I can think of two. Best gift I ever received. One was a cookbook that had recipes from various fantasy novels. Everything from Game of Thrones to The Hobbit to newer authors, like books by Nnedi Okorafor, people like that, who again, I should be reading. So I would say that's one of the best gifts I've ever had. Aw, wow, that's lovely. What did your 17-year-old draw? Okay, let's see how it's going. It's going. Okay, it's melting. That's good. I'm going to stick these last two meatballs in here just because I can. Here. Right there. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. Whoops. Because I kind of want that spinach to dry up. And I'm going to change this from bake to broil. There. You take a picture? Okay. Thank you. Stretching out the back, y'all. Ugh. Guess I can put the foil back. I won't be needing that now. Darn ad breaks. Hmm. One of my groups is stretching for a meeting. Crap. uh, on the 16th, I don't think I can make that meeting, y'all. Thank you, Atala Noah. Oh my goodness, y'all. This painting is beautiful. It is a bunch of flowers that look a lot like dogwood, but in bright red. And they are absolutely gorgeous. Your daughter's very talented, Atala Noah. Wow. We unfortunately do not have a special pizza knife. We don't make pizza enough for a special pizza knife. We have a special pizza stone, which I probably should have used, but since this is not a dough, like a regular dough, I figured maybe using the stone is a bad idea. So, aw, that sounds wonderful. Wow, that sounds amazing. You're a very fortunate parent. Hmm. All right, let me take a look. Because I also don't want the cheese to burn. Freeze, hands in the air. The pizza police are after me. Okay, what do we got? Oh, this is looking lovely, y'all. Definitely needed that extra time. I'm gonna move it over a little bit more. See what an extra 3 minutes does. We're almost there. And you know what? I'm gonna change knives. This is not the knife I want to use to cut my pizza. Nah, I'm not gonna use the cleaver. That's kind of overkill. We're gonna use this one. And I'm probably going to sprinkle the last of the Asiago on top of it after this is done. Okay, so our pan is where it needs to be. So is our bowl. I do regret that there is no salad for the pizza, but considering the amount of vegetables I have on it, it probably won't matter. All right. Okay, what are the best parts of your day these days? I'm going to say the best part of my day is waking up from sleep. Closely followed by actually getting things done. If I can get things done, I feel very accomplished. I like that. But yeah, sleep for me is a big deal. I slept till 10:45 today, but the last 3 nights I've been having issues with sleep. So that's probably why it's a big deal to me when I actually get enough sleep. No wedge salad, no. I did not buy any salad. All I have is the spinach. Had I been thinking, I could have made a spinach salad with a mustard dressing, but I was not thinking ahead. So, and you know, spinach salads, in my opinion, taste best with hard-boiled eggs, but we're trying to sort of be stingy with our eggs these days. So, all right, let's get this pizza out of here, y'all. Okay. Yep. A little bit of char on the spinach. What does the doctor say about sleeping? I have not mentioned it. And more than likely, my doctor would chalk it up to my diabetes. Because apparently, diabetics have an issue on occasion with sleep. Okay, so we got our pizza, y'all. Check it out. Looks pretty good, huh? Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see if this pizza stays together, more or less. I expect some degree of crumbling. Em, how are you doing, Em? It's good to see you. I expect some degree of crumbling because pizza with a crust that is not made out of dough. It's crunching, that's a good sign. Let's see. Do I leave it as 4? I'll cut the wedges in half. It's fine. What did you watch tonight, Lucky? I'm curious. Thank you, Atalanoa. Raccoons are cute. I will say that they are kind of adorable. I do not have the same hostility against them that I do with opossums. I have a personal grudge against opossums. I'm just gonna own it. Okay, so the pizza has been cut. Now we are going to dry off our knife. Put that back. And let me see. I'm gonna go easy on myself. See, okay, Atalanoa gets me, right? Okay, I might need some sort of, let's see if this will work. Teeny weeny little slice. I'll get another one. Teeny weeny little slice. Right? One hissed at my mom as she was trying to leave the house so she could put clothes on the line. I was ready to go hand to hand with that thing. I did not care that they eat ticks. I did not care that, you know, they can be very good for the environment. Nah. I was ready. So here's our pizza. Here's a better look. There you go. The Shining and the Book of Eli. I've heard that the Book of Eli is a very, very good movie. I think I'm gonna skip taking a picture of this one because this is gonna be ugly delicious, okay? I'm just gonna own that. But I am gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese on it. Some people do have pet skunks. You are not wrong. Okay, y'all. Let's see how this tastes. A little crumbly. That's okay, though. We're just going to fold it over on itself. Mmm. Oh, good. Mmm. So, Em, you kind of have an in where other people do not. Yeah, it's really good. Mm. And I think that's an excuse. Definitely ugly good pizza. Mm. Wow, that's awesome, Em. I didn't know that. Mm. Definitely making that again. Absolutely. But parchment paper. Don't use foil. All right, y'all. Let's see who's available. Thanks for being here tonight. I really do appreciate that. And of course, the pizza took way longer than it should have. That's okay, though. Let's see. Anybody cooking or... Okay, y'all, I think we're just gonna go ahead and... Em, it's fine. Yes, it's okay, Em. I get you. I get you. And you know what? Sometimes it's the maturity that makes the difference. I got it. We are going to go ahead and raid a gamer because I don't think anybody else is cooking. Pyro, I would, but I'm out of chicken. I can't make a keto-friendly crust anymore. But that was a nice try. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Is there anybody left in food? Hold on. Okay, see, crafting channel, that's not helpful. Wow. Phew. I guess not. All right. So we then are going to raid. Okay. Is anybody in the mood for ASMR? Thank you, Atalanoa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody in the mood for some ASMR and watch cute kittens cuddling in front of a fire? If not, we can go to somebody playing games. It is really adorable, and sometimes you get to see Mama Cat feeding the kittens, and there's a nice little fireplace, and you hear the fireplace crackling, and it's adorable. Now, again, this is an ASMR channel, so this is one of those things that is on in the background. You don't really get to talk to anyone, but it's evening for many of you. Yeah, that's the only drawback. That's the only drawback. It is literally a put it on in the background kind of stream. Now, if y'all want to actually talk to somebody, we can raid someone that I've never raided before in food and drink, which I should be doing anyway. Oh, look, I'm live. What is this? Oh, nothing special. You know somebody? Okay. Who you got? She has no camera. Oh, wow. I wish her the luck, all the luck with that. Because I see somebody who's raided me before, or at least has popped up on my radar before. Okay, let's see. Lady Vivian or Lady Love? Let's see. Let's take a peek. And of course, hippie wayfarer, right? I get it. Okay, okay. So let's see. Lady Vivian looks like a gamer. All right. She got some Minecraft action going on with her. Take a look at Lady Love. Okay, Marvel Rivals. All right, all right. Okay, super fan for the raid. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna go with Lady Love this time. I didn't know. Actually, let's see if Hippie's still on. It doesn't look like he's on right now. I'm kind of mad I missed the Haggis stream though. Oh, okay, okay. I will ping you on Discord then, Atalanoa. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Is she playing?
You download the app and create your character, that's it.
All right, let's go ahead and raid Lady Love. Okay, and Atalanoa already did this. I'm gonna do it one more time, just so y'all can have it. All right, 3 different raid calls. Pick and choose whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You will see me tomorrow on Pretty Good Gaming's channel, who y'all have seen in chat. Actually, they rated me. Let's give them a shout out real quick. All right. So, follow them. Check me out. We're making bao, and we are making xiaolong bao. So, dumplings and soup dumplings. Thank you again for being here. I really appreciate it. And ads start in 4 minutes. Doesn't matter because we're leaving. All right, y'all. We are going to be out of here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.